I finished Tisha. It is amazing. So I read Tisha shortly before this winter of 2020 turned its absolute coldest, and we got 2 degrees, 3 degrees Fahrenheit. It was cold. And in this book, they talk about, negative 60 degrees Fahrenheit, which is... Never mind. I won't complain about the cold here ever again. That sounds terrible. Oh my goodness, that sounds horrifying. Brr. Anyhow, this is the story of a young woman who goes to Alaska to be a teacher, and there isn't a job at the big school that's available for her, so she goes to this tiny outback, not Australian terms, tiny frontier, except for it wasn't really a frontier anymore, this tiny school, and she has problems. Like, for one thing, major problem is there's technically not enough students for the school to be open. So, she's willing to teach the Indian and half Indian children. So, she teaches them, but that causes, this is 1920s, so there's one instance where you can there's a couple instances, I guess, where you can really tell that it's the 1920s, not the 1930s, not the 1910s. It's when they're dressing up for a party, and she's and the Marcel waves, and it's just yeah, definite 1920s vibes. It's how you got slightly longer hair for Bob, but I'm not supposed to tell you people that because Bobs are here, but Marcel waves I think would be a little more like long Bob. Anyhow, whatever. Anyhow, so she has all sorts of adventures, getting used to Alaska, she falls in love, but she doesn't get married at the end. Well, I mean, it kind of ends, with this September 18th, 1975, which is obviously, if this main part of this book takes place in the 1920s, is way later, and by this point, yes, she has married. Her husband's even died. Yeah. So, but most of this book, she doesn't get married, she doesn't even really date. I don't know how to explain what happens, because she, spends some serious one-on-one time with, the ending, this last 100 or so pages. I'm not sure exactly. Don't trust, but oh my goodness. The first however long, it's good. It's kind of, slowish world building. If you can call it, say, non-fiction book world build, character building, and then this last, I don't know how to describe non-fiction books, but this last section, oh my goodness, so action-packed. So action-packed. It's I could not sit still and read this. I was just wandering around going, my brother, little brother, B, was yeah, I can tell you what you're reading's exciting because, you're just wandering around like mad. That's something my family knows, that I can't read things that are exciting sitting still. Oh my goodness, this was so exciting. So exciting. Oh man, so sad. In the last section, people die. Well, I guess one person dies, and a bunch of dogs. But they're just sled dogs of a minor character, so it's not super sad. But at the same time, oh my goodness. It's just, you don't know. I know. You don't know what's gonna happen, there's this whole race, and then they have to return home after the race. And I'm not gonna tell you. It's just so good. The ending. Now I should talk about the beginning and the middle. Yeah, the beginning and the middle's slightly more slow going. This took me like a month of Tuesdays to get through. But like, there's like a lot of characters, but this is like a 300 page book. And it's just, you learn Tisha's backstory. She's like always talking about her backstory and how it compares to like people around her, because she's half quarter Indian, and she's dealing with so much with half Indians, and it's just really a tense subject, because some of the people think that, we're racist. And this is not to laugh about this book, but she's a Republican. Her boyfriend, future husband, is a Democrat, and she's the most not racist character in here. Everyone else is like, keep the status quo. It's not, they just don't know better, and yada yada, and blah. Anyhow, so I don't know, that's just struck me as so funny, as, the politics. It's such a minor part of the story, the politics. But the politics and the racism talk, and I just found it to be slightly funny. So, I mean, if you want to read a book about a strong young woman who does crazy things and has big adventures and saves people, and still acts like a lady, I would highly suggest Tisha. It's slightly humorous, very sad. I don't know. I recommend. Do the YouTube things.